People often ask me, how do I draw this dog named Rufus? How do I make him look so real? Easy, with pencils, rubber and sharpener. 19 pencils to be precise, one for each degree of graphite hardness. For dark shading of his coat, favourite towel, and the end of his wet nose. Alternate between 14B, 12B, 10B and 8B. Use 7B for those dark, sultry eyes. They are the trickiest part of Rufus to draw. You will know when you have drawn them correctly. They will stare back at you, somehow magically leap off the page and follow you around. With his head slightly at an angle, just shy of 18 degrees if using a protractor, those eyes, if drawn accurately, will command that you give Rufus your chips or whatever you are eating. So be strong, fellow draftsman. Don't let anyone catch you trying to feed him. It's a drawing, for God's sake. But feeding a drawing, in this case, if the drawing is truly accurate, can easily be done. For medium shading of his coat, predominantly his spots and patches, use 6B, 5B and 4B. For his tail and his favourite soft basket, use a 3B, 2B and a B. You may also need a 14B to capture little parcels of poo on said blanket after he spends the night asleep on it. For the lighter strands of hair on his coat and the little sticky up quiff of hair on the top of his head, HB, F, H, 2H, 3H work well. And lastly, 4H, 5H and 6H perfectly capture the brilliant whiteness of his belly. It's where he likes the most tickles. Also perfect for those strands of hair residue found on your most expensive carpet. So that sums up how I draw Rufus. Yes, you might want to go for drawing Rufus in photo-accurate realism, but Rufus realism is something more. For me, it's all about connection. How does that make you feel? How does he make you feel inside, in your gut? That's what I draw. The tension in the drawn lines when we play fight, when we argue, and I stroke his head as he falls asleep. Though my drawings are not entirely accurate, so the photorealists might argue, in actual fact, for me, as the artist and poet, they perfectly represent my friend. And it is the PS, the postscriptum, fellow draftsman, that often outweighs what comes before it. Blah blah, Dad's in the garden, blah blah, my poor old legs, blah blah, thank God when spring comes, blah blah. P.S. Lee, I love how you have drawn Rufus's pensive look in his basket, wrote Mum at the end of her letter. A letter wrote last November, the last thing she would ever write to me. So the often lonely footnote or raft of sudden side thought, as embodied in the postscriptum, the PS, can indeed often hold the most weight. Thank you.